The calm before the storm. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechWTR Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. And today is election day. It is November 3rd. I wish you guys nothing but the best of luck, depending or regardless of whatever your political party is. I'm very excited to see how the election as of tomorrow morning affects the overall market. I think it's going to be a very exciting, a very challenging day. And today was kind of choppy after we experienced a very aggressive push. There began to be a lot of changes of direction, a lot of inconsistencies. So I'm not just too sure if it's me, but a lot of my long positions were up and then they pulled back quite a bit and then they were up and then they just pulled back a little bit. So one of the things that I decided to do is not only do I want to talk about and update you guys on my long positions, on the ones that I'm still holding, but also what I've done with them as of right now. And with all this craziness going on, I kind of wanted to stray away from that as we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I want to take it day by day. I want to talk to you about how I'm preparing for it and also what 3 stocks recently have become super oversold. So let's go ahead and get right to it. When it comes down to my Tesla position, I believe I had 130 shares and today I reduced it even more. So I'm up a little bit over $2,300 on the day. On the open, I'm up a little bit over $1,300. So a pretty solid day. In the past 2 days, Tesla has nearly gained, if I'm not mistaken, about 10%, which is great because it's been on a very consistent downtrend. I still plan to hold, regardless if it sells off tomorrow, I'll most likely buy more. But because there's so much uncertainty, what I wanted to do is I want to have enough money in it that I feel like I have some skin in the game, but not so much that if it drops significantly 5 or 10% more, that I end up maybe becoming uncomfortable. With an 80 share position size, again, this is something that I personally feel that I can tolerate, which is why I lowered my position size. The same thing when it comes down to Apple, nothing crazy going on here. A pretty aggressive drop, 400 on the day, 13 on the open, nothing crazy there, right? What I want to talk about is on the 180-day chart. I first want to talk about the overall /NQ. A lot of people are talking about like, hey, Ricky, we're above the EMA line. We've been above the EMA line multiple different times. One of the things that we need to understand is that this election, regardless of what technical formation we have or pattern we have being set up right now, the market can easily shift just based off of whoever it is that gets elected. With that being said, with what is going on and what has been going on for the past 4 weeks, /NQ has been making lower lows and lower highs. So because of that, although we did push up significantly today, the market can easily shift tomorrow, and that is why I decided to reduce my position size. Also with a technical analysis, again, I understand that tomorrow it can act as a catalyst and completely, disregard everything that has been going on for the past 4 weeks. But on the technical side, we have been making lower highs. So I just want to remind you that just because we experienced a green day today in the market does not mean that it has to continue, especially when it has a pattern and a history for the past 4 weeks to consistently sell off. I do agree with a lot of you that there was a very common support range right around 11,000 for /NQ, which is the NASDAQ future, which has a big influence, again, on tech-focused companies. With that being said, let's talk about the top 3. And again, if you guys want me to continue to make these videos, all we ask you to do is to smash that thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, subscribe and turn on your post notifications. So let's get ahead and get right to it. The first one that I want to talk about is BABA. This one was shared to me by one of our Learn Plan Profit members in today's live trading session. And the reason that I find this thing to be so interesting is it dropped 8% today alone, so a significant drop. It's been on a consistent uptrend. You guys know that I like to focus on 3 things: a consistent uptrend, a consistent pattern, right? And a good deal. And because it aggressively sold off, does this mean that it's a good buy right now? Well, no, because we don't know if it actually identified a support. So with that being said, it also has up and coming earnings, if I'm not mistaken, on the 5th of November. So this could act as even a greater negative catalyst. So again, the calm before the storm. I just wanted to talk about it as it has had a very consistent and attractive pattern. It's been ascending for the majority of the past 180 days, and it's at a good deal range based off of previous patterns. Normally, it tends to bounce off of the SMA line, which is the simple moving average. I thought it would be a good one to talk about where you can add it to your watch list, set your alerts, and once it begins to indicate, or if it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, then this is when you can follow up with it and decide if it's something that you personally want to partake in. I want to follow up with PTON. It has up and coming earnings on the 5th of November as well. It's testing the support level at the SMA line. It's been making lower lows. It's been making lower highs. Patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to. It has found the SMA line, as you guys can see here, as a very solid support level. That is great. And like we said, patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to. It's still super important that we do our part in waiting for a support to form, especially when it has something that can drive the price down even further. I just thought, based off of current price points, recent patterns and previous support levels, and also 180-day highs, with where we're at right now to the potential and previous resistance, it offers, if it makes a full recovery, a 24% return. It has had a very consistent ascending uptrend pattern. It's been showing signs of that consistent growth, and based off previous patterns, it's showing signs of it being a good deal right now. But of course, things can get worse before they get better. So add it to your watch list, set your alerts if it meets your criteria. And the last one that I want to follow up with is Twitter. Twitter, we talked about this one on Saturday if you watched the video. Twitter announced poor earnings. Today alone, it gained 5.73%. I decided to take a position. Not bad. It's not a huge position. It's 150 shares. I think it's like $6,000. I just want some skin in the game. It's significantly dropped. It has been a consistent ascending uptrend pattern. It reported earnings, which normally tends to act as a negative catalyst. Well, when it does, right? Acts as a short-term negative catalyst. I wanted it to find a support level. We're still below the EMA line, and it still has a lot to prove. Showing signs of higher highs and higher lows above the EMA line. This is what I want to see here. For those that always ask, well, what does confirmation look like? Well, this is, confirmation of an overall reversal where something sells off, it finds a support level, it breaks back above the EMA line, and then when it pulls back, it makes higher lows, and it continues that ascending upward staircase pattern. And that's essentially what I'm looking for as of right now. The margin based off of current price points, even when it breaks above the EMA line, if it returns to previous highs right around $52, that's a 23% ROI. Again, a goal is something to work towards, not something that you necessarily have to hit every single day. I just wanted to talk about stocks to kind of distract us from all this craziness that is going on with the election, and at least allow us to maybe cherry pick the stocks that meet your criteria, add them to your watch list that you think are good deals, but maybe not the best time to buy right now, especially with it being election day. So I really hope that this video just gets you one step closer to your overall goal. If it does, I'd love for you guys to drop a thumbs up, and don't even stop there. If you have any stocks that you would like me to break down and feature in an up and coming video, just comment them down below. And all I ask you to do is share with me why you see value in it. If it's on the technical side, if it's on the fundamental side, if it's oversold, overbought, whatever the case might be, I want to see why you see value and why it meets your criteria. And I think with that, even the people that are watching this video can also benefit from that comment as well. But without further ado, I wish you guys nothing but the best. It's going to be a very exciting time. Don't forget to stay connected. We do run the largest free Facebook group in the world for those who invest in the stock market, and that's that first link down below. Don't forget to stay subscribed to the YouTube channel, turn on your post notifications, and also we just did a full restock on the Day Trader and Wall Street mouse pads. So if you guys have been waiting for them to be back in stock, the third link down below will send you on over to our TechBuds or Shop TechBuds page. And if you want to pick these up, again, we offer 3-day shipping, and of course, it's free. With that being said, I'm excited to trade live with you guys tomorrow morning for our Learn Plan Profit live trading session. I would love for you guys to join us post-election day. And if you're ready to join our team and watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow at market open, all you need to do is click the second link down below, learn a little bit more about our Learn Plan Profit group, and see if it's a good fit for you. Until then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy, team.